Welcome to week 6. So in this week we shift to module 4, and in module 4 you're going to engage a significantly longer project. So we're going to spend 6 weeks in this module. There's a whole video for the assignment, and the assignment has multiple parts. It has 3 different parts to it. So watch that video, pay attention to that assignment sheet. What I want to focus on in this video and in the introduction is how all of the prior work is leading up to this. So you had to, in the very first week, you had to create a Tumblr account. And then since that week, you've had to post a specific number of Tumblr posts by specific deadlines. Your check-in to me should be occurring on Thursday. And if you don't meet that deadline, there are consequences. Namely that all of your posts get crammed together and your peers have a harder time finding you and interacting with you and engaging with you. We've been creating public content as a part of a course, so you had to experience what does it mean to shift how you write, and what does it look like when you start doing that, and what does your writing process need to do to accommodate and to adjust for that. Then we went into the web writing rhetorical situation because I really needed you to focus on and build a vocabulary for where to start the analysis. So a lot of times, because you all have had the internet since you were born, I did not. The internet wasn't a thing until I was in high school, and even then nobody could afford it. So by the time the internet became a thing and how I understood it was vastly different. But for you all, going viral has been an everyday part of your life, not you necessarily, but just the idea that things can go viral and what that means and what that looks like. But that has significantly skewed how you understand success and engagement in content and in posts. And that skewing needs to be adjusted with useful vocabulary for analysis, which is where the web writing rhetorical situation comes in. And then we shifted into data analysis, so we can collect data and we can practice analyzing it. And that was the focus of the last module. So we're picking up each of the pieces that we've used, and we're continuing to use them in each of the module. And now in this module, you're going to follow 3 content creators. Again, look at the assignment sheet. So you're going to collect 3 times, more than 3 times, significantly more than 3 times the amount of data that you did in the last project, and you're going to analyze all of it. So you know the work that that's going to take, and you know how you need to use the web writing rhetorical situation, because if you bring in your biases from just knowing stuff about the internet, you're not going to have a solid analysis. So each of the modules has led up to building skills that are meaningful and useful for the analysis that you're going to engage in this particular module. The new piece that we're adding in this module, and you'll see it in chapter 3 of the book, is the idea of content strategy. What is content strategy? How does a content creator, and this is where I have requirements on the Tumblr posts, and you're all supposed to follow them, why I have it due on Thursday and what you need to get done to be prepared for that post, why you need to have that done, and where you can get your peer reposts done by then, where you determine how to spread your posts out over the week. All of that is really important, and all of that is really meaningful. There were a few of you who found in the last module that multiple posts in one day lead to less engagement in later posts, or only certain posts get engagement at all. Those pieces matter to content strategy. That is a part of what content strategy is. How frequently does a content creator need to get content in front of an audience? How much is too frequent? What does engagement look like? What are expectations for engagement? How does the content creator gauge what is appropriate, what is accurate, what is average, what is meaningful, what is growth? These are all questions that fall under the broad category of content strategy. So you're going to read about it in chapter 3 this week, and then you're going to select your content creators, and you're going to start building your research question. We start building the research question this early because often the first one is massive. Like, you could write 100 books about it. And so this way you get maximum feedback from me on that research question to ensure that it is researchable, that it is answerable, and that it is content strategy centered. If you have any questions as you're working through the projects this week, send me a post on Tumblr, come by office hours, or send me an email. Otherwise, I'll see you online.